After the sack, work to be done. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Walton. Left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. First down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Carry on Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And the Bears first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
At the 18-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, Johnson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10.
A first scoring update now from Carolina, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good move.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Lions.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Off-play action. Walton. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Walton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Walton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And incomplete. It's third down and 3 yards to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A final shot before break. Walton, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Walton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Walton escaping the pressure right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The throw here complete on the right sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Bears first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Blair. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. For the lead, here's third and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Walton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 7. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Sloman for the
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down
but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play. And
on the give, this is Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the Lions' 33-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And fine Gavin, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
To Kerryon Johnson. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
21.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.